that California owes us money. It was suggested by Senator Stephen Bradford that they pay us $350,000 up to $1.2 million each. But again, this process was blocked by our own black legislators. So for a year after that, last year, 2025, we chased the assembly member for this district, Isaac Bryan. We chased him around. You might have saw Brandy and Raymond chase him through the park right here when he was giving out toys. They'd rather give us out toys than give us what we could invest in building our own toys. You know, keep us in a position of need. Keep us in a position where they keep funding these nonprofits. They get all the money for our communities, and it pays a very small few big salaries, while the rest of us, we just get handouts. So that is what this campaign is really about. It's not so much about me becoming a politician or an assembly member. This is getting in a position to get us what we're owed. We saw last year how they got out here and they were hollering about ICE. They were hollering about immigration. But yet we got people out here dying on these sidewalks. We done lost a few people dying in these parks, the parking lots, right here on Degnan. But yet they want to keep playing with us. So again, this is what this campaign is really about. And I ask everybody, don't look at it as me, Billion, becoming a politician. Look at it as a fight for us to get what we're owed. You know, every time they tell us they don't have the money for this, they don't have the money for that. Last year, California extended paying Jewish survivors of a Holocaust that happened way in Germany. But California also pays these people for that. In addition, they came with protections for these people. A couple years ago when Israel started attacking Palestine, they were having these protests on these colleges. So they were saying that community felt threatened, so they started giving them resources. But again, we're the ones being pushed out of our homes, living on the sidewalks. All the studies keep saying black people are the most attacked people in the city, in the county, in the state. But again, they find ways to protect other people. They find resources for other people. So right now, that's what this campaign is about. So whatever support you could give, you know, right now we've been going around the neighborhood, knocking on doors, talking to people. A lot of people in these areas are familiar with us, to what we've been doing. So we have that support. But the bigger challenge is this district goes from Normandy all the way to the beach. Pretty much from Inglewood all the way up to Wilshire. So in these areas, again, people are familiar with us. They're familiar with the work we've been doing. But when we go to Culver City, which is predominantly not us, you know, we're getting a little more hostility. When we go north of Culver City, going up to Wilshire, it's not Beverly Hills. It's just south of Beverly Hills, but it's like Beverlywood. It's Carthay. It's what's that, Little Ethiopia over there. All of those areas is a part of this district, and again, that's how they managed to outvote us. One, because a lot of people like myself, for about 30 years, I did not vote. Because one thing I saw, they constantly say, vote, 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 but then they tell you vote for a lesser evil. Evil is evil. You know, in my time, I got tricked into voting for Bill Clinton back in the 90s. But Bill Clinton turned around and passed those crime bills and started extracting black men by the thousands out of our communities, from coast to coast. And when Biden got in office, they apologized for it, but they didn't do anything to correct it. Again, the primary person out here dying on these sidewalks are black men. You can look around our west side communities. To show you can go to Skid Row and see what's happening. But again, they find ways to house all these other people, help other people pay their rent, help other people pay their mortgages. Giving other businesses last year, Karen Bass, first black woman mayor, she gave these other people cash cards, gave them $300 each. Oh, wow. And then the county turned around and gave them $5,000 each and paid their rent. But again, we're the ones living out our cars. We're the ones going through hell trying to find a way to survive. And it's more black officials in office than ever before. So what's really going on? We got people who, some of them came out of the community, like Karen Bass. You know, they say she was a champion. She took on the liquor store, she took on the drug situation, but yet she got in office and she flipped on us. So The same way we've been out here fighting on these streets, the same way they've been trying to buy us off for the many years and we ain't took the money, that's the same thing we said getting in this office, getting what all of us are deserved. So, you know, one, if you vote, that's one way you can support. But again, we need help knocking on these doors. The person I'm running against, Isaac Bryan, he just teamed up with this white dude, what's his name, Tom Steyer. He's running for governor, but he's a billionaire. So the guy I'm running against just partnered with him. Isaac just partnered with Tom Steyer. I heard they have a commercial on the TV. I heard Isaac's on the radio. So again, to overcome that, we got to get out here and touch the people. And again, like I said, in our community, for the most part, we're getting a lot of love. There is another young sister from the area, Ashley Brown, who is also running, but a lot of folks have not heard of her. She said she went to Hamilton High School. She's from that area. She's been living over here for about 10 years. But right now, I know I will get in there and do what we need, what we've been doing out here on the streets. Same way we've been going toe-to-toe with the police out here. Some of y'all done fought the police with us out here. Huh? Some of y'all have been in these meetings with us where they talk about that. 2015, they started talking about they want to shut all this down. Get rid of the homeless, get rid of the gangbangers, get rid of the folks hanging out in the park doing dope, get rid of the drummers, get rid of the vendors. They said they wanted us out of here by 2020. It's 2026 because we've been fighting, y'all. And that's what we saying. We want to get to the next level so we'll be in another position to continue this fight more effectively. The primary reason we have not been as successful, because every time it comes down to a decision for these sellout officials or whatever position they're in, they keep selling us out. Sure. So really, I'm hoping this inspires more folks, because every time these people need to be challenged. That's why they keep getting away with it. Like I said myself, I chose for 30 years to not vote because I didn't see no lesser evil. I just saw evil. So every single one of these positions, whether it be city council people, mayors, whatever, we got to start being the ones going against it, because we see certain folks, you know, wherever they come from, they pop up, we all know them and say, hey, vote for me. You know, I'm black. You know, we're the same, but they get in office and sell us out. That's why we need more of us getting in position to do what we got to do. So I think that's pretty much it. I want to thank Vicky for putting this together. And everybody has been doing what they've been doing. Corey's been going hard in the paint for us. Brother Maj, Zigzag, of course, Pablo and the family, Brother Micah. Brother Micah's been getting folks registered. So that's something else. If you are not registered to vote, we need you to register, because it's a number game. So the more of us we could get registered, the more votes we could get, but also talking to other people about this. If you're on social media, share our posts. Tag some of your friends on our posts so they can know what's happening, because we need numbers. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Vicky wants to make sure everybody eats up this food. If you want to find out more about what's happening, holler at me. Black Power. Black Power. Black Power.